Well, hello. Welcome to my photography channel. Old Kenny here. Hope you're doing okay. Hot summer is coming fast now. Oh, I dread. I got shoots scheduled for outside tomorrow. But anyhow, I thought today I'd share something with you. Oh, before I subscribe to my channel or I'll kill you. I've had people, since I showed some backlit photos that I did in studio, want to do the same thing. And I've had photographers ask me how I can do backlit photos and not get shadow. It seems like always in the studio, it's real easy, no matter how you set your lights up or flash. It's a lot of times you just get shadow, and you got to learn how to move things around and cover things up or whatever. And I learned long ago that you can use one flash and knock out a shadow, and you just got to get your flash in on a certain angle, wherever your model is looking, and you can do that, and that's not that hard to do. But it's results aren't always guaranteed. It's got a lot of it's got to do with your lighting. Is your Kelvin up too high, or your lights too close, or whatever. And I played with it enough. I figured a few things out. And what I'm going to show you today, just something. It's really simple, guys. How I do it. And either with a black background or white background or whatever, I never really get any kind of shadow. And backlit photos look really cool, just like when you take one out late in the afternoon, and the girl's hair, whatever's, the sun's coming into the back of it. It's a pretty look, and it's pretty classy. It's a little bit different than the regular portrait. Briefly, I'll tell you what I do. It's like I said, it's simple. This is not going to be a complicated video, and I'll have some pictures to show you so you know what I'm talking about. But what I use for my studio, every time I shoot inside, which is really not a lot. I shoot mostly outside on location. But I just turn the garage into a studio. I don't have a big building downtown, or whatever. So I'm dealing with about 12 feet wide. I think it is 12 feet. And so what I have for my lighting, first thing, like right here, this is just a collapsible black backdrop, that I use doing these videos, and it's black, and I use the white side most of the time for a reflector, but just depending on whatever we need. So I have my backdrops. I have some newer, that's kind of silly, isn't it? The newer LED lights, and mine aren't the big ones. They're, I got a video. If you look at my channel, I got a video on the lights that I got, but they're the barn door style, where I can manipulate the light, and I kind of set up like a football stadium, left and right with my lights. And what I do with the first thing I do is I adjust my Kelvin, and I look at it with my camera, and I want, as long as I can be shooting, because the garages can be dark unless you just open up the door to let some more light in. But if I'm shooting under 1000 ISO, that's fine. Today's cameras, you don't have to worry about being ISO 100. If you can get in that 800 area or whatever, just shoot and have a good time. There's nothing going to be wrong with the pictures. So anyhow, I set up my LEDs, and I usually have, when I do that, I have the model right where I want her. And I just look and get the ISO that I want, or ISO I can use. So the next thing, I'll take a couple shots. Let's look and see how everything's looking. I say, oh, okay, now we're going. Now I have my lights, and I also have my flash that I use. I use a Magmod sphere. The sphere puts out plenty of light, and so I usually have it to one side or the other, and I'll take a shot with it aimed straight up first and look and see how the light is dispersing, or I may, click it down, click my flash down a little bit, and of course I got the sphere right here on the end of it, and I take a straight on shot. I just look and see, to see what I got. Most of the time, and on a low ceiling, I'll bounce it straight off the top, and I always start with the lowest power first, because I don't want to blow out anything. I want a good natural look, to my shots. So anyhow, click. All right, now look, ISO's okay. She's nice and clear, not too fuzzy or whatever. All right, now I just want to create my backlit. Okay, no problem. I take my second flash, and I just simply, I'm using the Yongnuo, these are the YN560 Mark IVs. They're manual flash, but you can sync them. So I can have them all go off at the same time. That's kind of the secret. Like I said, you can use one flash and knock away shadow, and two flashes is better than one, in this case. So I'll put the little feet on my flash, and I'll just simply take and set it right back behind the model. Again, on the lowest power setting. I always start low and go high. I say, all right, stand still, click. No shadow, and it doesn't matter if it's black or white or whatever. And depending on the look I want to get, in the headshot or half body shot or whatever, I might set the flash behind. I may set it on a little stool or even a chair, because depending on what you see, you don't know what's down below or right behind the head. I have put flashes right behind people's heads before. Looks kind of crazy. But if you want to get and you'll see in the pictures what I'm talking about, if you want to get a really cool, nice backlit studio shot, get your light set, get your flash. Like I said, if you're going to bounce it, up, just make sure when you take your shots, make sure there's no shadow reigns anywhere. Okay. Then when you take the flash that's behind the model and set it off, there shouldn't be any kind of shadow because everything's going off at the same time. So you got your LEDs up here, you got flash in front, you got flash in back, and it's going to make a beautiful, beautiful backlit photo, and you still get catch lights in the eyes and everything, and it's a lot of fun to do, and it's really a little classy uptake to the normal portrait. And that's all it is to it. But you need two flashes, and I again emphasize start with the lowest flash possible. You don't ever want to blow somebody out. I know there's trends right now to shooting too soft and all this, and I like my people to look natural, crisp, clear, clean photos, and that's what you see with your eye. So anyhow, I want you to have a great day and get out there and do some shooting, guys. And remember, and take a look at these pictures. Remember what I told you today, and go out and have some fun. Okay? See you later. Say bye-bye. Bye.